Hello everyone and welcome again to another English learning session with teacher Kristine. Today we will be learning about active and passive voice.
Once again, our topic for today is about active and passive voice. What is a verb voice? This refers to the form of a verb that indicates whether the subject of a sentence is performing the action, that is active voice, or receiving the action, passive voice. Now let's take a look at each of the voices. Let's start with the active voice. Active voice is a form of a verb in which the action is performed by the subject. So if it's being done by the focus of our sentence, the subject, then that is active voice. Let's have some examples. The sentence is, the carabao eats the grass. Obviously, the action eating is done by the subject, carabao. And carabao here is the doer. Doer means siya yung gumagawa ng kilos in the sentence. Our verb here is eats, and the grass here is the object or the receiver of the sentence. Since the action is being done by the subject, then this is obviously active voice. Next sentence, the teacher teaches the students. Our subject here, and at the same time, the doer of the sentence is the teacher. And our verb being performed by the teacher is teaches. And we have here the object or the receiver of the action done by the teacher, which is the student. So the pattern of the active voice is subject, verb, object. Let's proceed to the passive voice. Passive voice is a form of a verb in which the receiver of the action is the subject of the sentence. So it's like an inverted sentence because the receiver now is the focus of the sentence and the doer of the action is in the predicate part of the sentence. I have examples here in which we just made the previous sentences inverted or in passive form. So in here we have the grass is eaten by the carabao. So our doer is in the predicate portion of the sentence already. The doer of the action is the carabao. And then the object or the receiver of the action grass is now the subject of the sentence. So the spotlight of the sentence is now the grass and not the carabao. And then we have the linking verb is, and we have a past participle form of eat, which is eaten. Okay, so try to familiarize the pattern. And then in the passive form, we do have the by preposition. That is one indicator that it is in passive voice. Okay, let's have number 2. The students are taught by the teacher. So the doer of the action turns out to be at the predicate part, the teacher. And then you have there the object, the receiver are the students. And you have there are because in the subject-verb agreement, we have students right here. So you have to use are. And then the past participle of teach is taught. Alright, so the pattern of the passive voice follows this one. We have the subject, linking verb, the past participle form of the verb. Then you have there the by preposition. After that is the doer. Right, so let's have a clear look of the two sentences of active and passive. So obviously, we have here the carabao eats the grass, active, and then the grass is eaten by the carabao. So as you can see, here we have the carabao. It's the subject of the sentence. And right here, it's already in the predicate part of the sentence. And then you have there the grass, the receiver of the action in the first sentence. And in the second sentence, it is now the subject. And of course, you have there the by preposition. Okay, To proceed, we have the teacher teaches the students, that is active. And then in passive form, the students are taught by the teacher. Okay, so that's already the clear look of the two sentences. Okay, so let's identify if the sentences are active or passive. The sentence is, the man received the letters. The first thing that you need to do is to identify the doer of the action and the receiver of the action. So who do you think is the doer of the action? Yes, very good. It's the man. The man here is the subject, and the doer of the action received, that is of course our verb, and then our object here is the letters, or the receiver of the action received. Therefore, it's an active voice. Now let's have number 2. The farmer will plow the field. Okay, so who do you think is the doer? Yes, the farmer. And our verb is will plow, since it's still future tense. And then our object receiver is the field. So this is obviously in active. Next sentence is, the bird was shot by the naughty boy. So who do you think is the doer of the action? Yes, the naughty boy is our doer here. And the verb done by the naughty boy is shooting the bird. The bird here turns out to be the subject of the sentence, but the bird here is the receiver of the action done by the boy. Therefore, this is passive voice, since the doer is now part of the predicate. Proceed number 4. The woodcutter cut down the tree. Our doer here is the woodcutter, and then the verb is the word cut, and then the object is the tree. Therefore, this is active voice. My phone was lost by my sister. Who do you think is our doer? The doer of the sentence is the sister, and the action done by the sister is losing the phone, and of course the receiver is the phone, and this is in passive voice. Now let's try to transform active to passive. We have here the first sentence, the baby drinks the milk. This is in active voice. Now, how are you going to make this one passive? Okay, so this will become, the milk is drunk. We will be using is because the given is present tense drink. So it's not advisable to use was because you have to rely on the given. So you have to use present tense is, and then past participle of the word drink is drunk. You have there the by preposition, by the baby. Let's try this sentence. So this is still in present tense. The sentence is, she paints the picture. So how are you going to make this passive? So the sentence would become, the picture. Okay, so we'll have the picture first, and then subject verb agreement, we will be using is, and then the past participle of paints is painted, since this is just a regular verb. So you're just going to add ed, by her. Then look at this one. She here is subjective, so we're going to make this objective. So she will become her. So the sentence is now, the picture is painted by her. Now let's try to have another sentence. What if the given is a past tense? So since the given is painted, you can now answer it with this one. The picture was, so you are now allowed to use was painted by her. Let's have another sentence. She is painting the picture. So in this case, class, the given is in present progressive. So what do you mean by that? It is still, the action is still going on. So how are you going to transform this one into passive voice? So this will become, the picture is being. So you have there the word being, is being painted by her. To continue, we have another sentence. What if the given sentence is in future tense? So, how did you know that it's in future tense? You have there the linking verb will. Okay, so that means that the action is not yet done. It will still be done. So, she will paint the picture. The sentence will then become, the picture will be. Okay, so you have there, the pattern is will be, then plus the past participle painted. Again, the picture will be painted by her. Let's practice more. So these are all in present tense. So how are you going to transform this one into passive? So how did you know that these are all in present tense? Try to look at the verb. By just looking at the verb, you will know that these are all in present tense. Okay, so you're given 2 minutes to work on this. You can pause the video and then answer. If these are your answers, then you've got it all correctly. Okay, number 1, the poem is written by Peter. Next, the letters are received by the man. Okay, so take note, we have letters. So you will be using are, not is. Okay, then past participle received. Next, the papers are collected by me. Okay, so instead of using I, you are going to make it objective. So I will become me. And then next is the order is taken by him. So instead of using he, you will be using him. And then number 5, the glass is broken by the thief. I hope that you've got it all correctly.
Now it's time for you to practice this in your notebook. Here are the set of sentences in past tense, past progressive, and future tense. Okay, so that ends our learning session for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you consider giving this video a big thumbs up and like and share this to your friends. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos about learning English, grammar, and literature. See you next time. Always smile and God bless everyone.